where they signed me up.
Sergeant Major Talcott, post. Identities. All right, well, thank you for all coming out. We're going to recognize Sergeant Major Jason Talcott for his retirement. He asked for something simple, something small, something quick. He got vetoed on a couple of areas, I understand. So I'll be brief, but we'd be remiss not to recognize his incredible 35 years of service to our nation. So I understand he started out as a mechanic for a quick stint and quickly found his groove in the food service in the Army. And there he had a significant impact to the enterprise. He was captain of the U.S. Army Reserve Culinary Arts Team. He was the director of instruction at Camp Parks for all culinary and supply instruction for that MOS. And he was even featured on Guy Fieri's, what was it called? Guy's Grocery Games, where he represented the Army Reserve out there, pushing his cart and cooking it up. So he's had an incredible career. I'll just pull my notes real quick. So he was also an executive chef in the Pentagon, where he got some very unique perspectives into the inner workings of the senior leaders within the Army. He can attest to two things. One, colonels really do fetch coffee for generals in the Pentagon. And number two, that colonel better be at the correct dining area, or he's going to get the boot from the chefs to go fetch coffee from somewhere else. So he was able to, I think, were you the SecDefs? He was the SecDefs executive chef there in the Pentagon. So some very unique experiences, large impacts to the food industry enterprise, the culinary arts within the Army. He served as the HHC First Sergeant here in '76 post-COVID, and he's now our G5 Sergeant Major after his Command Sergeant Major positions within First Army. So we've got some things to memorialize your time with us here in '76. But Jason, he's going to continue having an impact on the culinary arts within the military. He's going to improve the dining experiences for soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen throughout the United States, as hopefully he works some contracts to improve our dining facilities and commercialize those, innovate and make them better. So I just want to say thank you for everything you've done within our organization, within the Army in total. We've got a couple of things to present to you, and then I'll turn it over. Spencer. Thank you. So we've got this plaque. This is a roof tile from the old building here. The inscription reads, "For outstanding service to the 76th Operational Response Command, Fort Douglas, Utah, and its downgrade units throughout the United States. Your commitment and hard work as the HHC First Sergeant was essential to 76 ORC post-pandemic transition following COVID-19 support operations. As the G5 Sergeant Major, your wealth of knowledge and experience ensured the success of the engagement cell and its preparedness to conduct seabird response. Your dedication, professionalism, and loyalty over a career spanning more than 35 years reflect great credit upon yourself, the 76th ORC, and the United States Army." G1, publish your order. applause.
All right, so first and foremost, let's see if I can make it through this without getting all teary-eyed. 35 years is a real long time. Um, so, being the person I am, some of you that were around when I took over First Sergeant know that I have to take notes or I just go off script, and who knows what kind of crazy stuff will come out of my mouth. So I did prepare a few words. So let me start by saying this is probably the best and probably the hardest day of my military career for sure. 35 years I've been attached to the Army. In that time I've seen amazing days, I've seen some of the most terrible days. I was in the Pentagon on 9/11, and days where I questioned myself, my leaders, occasionally my sanity. Survived off copious amounts of coffee, practiced complete disregard for personal self-care, and if I'm being honest, probably did not appreciate the sacrifices that my family has made over that time nearly as much as I should have. I've had some amazing diverse assignments: executive chef to 2 secretaries of defense, support platoon sergeant in Iraq, team captain for the USAR Culinary Arts team, Chem Company first sergeant and instructor, HHC first sergeant, where I learned a valuable lesson of how to herd cats, as you all know that are in this headquarters. But my favorite by far was my last 2 battalion command sergeant major positions. Probably the perfect culmination of my career, and I feel very fortunate to have been there. And now today I get to stand here and quit on my terms and fade off into the proverbial sunset. Tradition says right now this is where I thank my family for their sacrifices, leaders for trusting me, and soldiers for letting me lead them. And I will. But when I walk away today, I'll take with me a few mementos from my wall, chest full of ribbons, and if the Army's feeling generous, maybe a glowing NCOER, and let's be honest, hopefully enough physical elements that I get a decent VA rating. But those are tangible leftovers, right? Those are just things that go on the wall, and that kind of follow you, and you can look back and say, wow, I did that thing. But what you won't see are things that the Army gave me, right? And they can't be framed, can't be pinned, and can't be put on my uniform. And that's a purpose and a why. For me, that why has always been lead, inspire, and grow. We're a people-centric organization, and that's every day when I go into drill, that's what I say to myself. That's my why. The Army's given me more than I could ever give back. It's connected me to people diverse in thought, background, and experience that I couldn't help but grow, not only as a leader, but as a human. I've served in teams, squads, platoons, companies, battalions, and even divisions. So full of character and characters that I couldn't help but become a better person. I won't remember every mission statement. I definitely won't remember every commander's bumper sticker and or every unit motto that I hollered. What I will remember is soldiers who questioned why they were still in the Army, what the Army had to give them, and me being able to find the words to explain to them why they should stay, why they should find their why. Relationships that have built lifelong bonds. I look over here and I've got folks I went to Iraq with, my family, people from my professional life outside of the Army. So super blessed there. And then small slices of success that we earned along the way, right? Myself, my teams, my soldiers, my leaders. Mostly I'm going to remember the good times. Feeling good times. Shared with people willing to give the best of themselves for one thing and one thing only, right? To defend the Constitution. That's exactly what we do. And everyone in this formation gives of himself over and over and over. Super proud to be part of that organization and super proud to be retiring from that organization. Now, tradition also says this is where I list all my accomplishments and basically read off my ERB. Not going to do that. When I step down here, a few handshakes, pat on the back, but instead what I wanted to do is one thing, and that's say thank you. Every single person in this formation, thank you. Thank you for shaping me into the better version of myself. To everyone that has supported me, challenged me, made me, thank you. And to quote General Cherry, since I was around when he was here, I'll see you on the high ground. Peter 7 out.
Cool. company. Attention.